people, this is famous. Listen, tune in to Epic Radio every day, all night, all morning. Epic Radio is the best. Famous say so.
7:30 at the time from we studio clock. Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Thursday and fourth edition of the Epic Morning Show for this week. We come to you on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. We say we the live on Choice FM. For the one that we listen to we from the eastern part of the country's capital, Freetown. We live on 106.5 now Radio Zimi. For the one reading at the southern region, Pujon District, live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live online on www.myepiconline.com on the website, and of course live on Radio Garden. I used this morning Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya. Remember, I say we also can get a heated discussion during the first half of the program, and then we get sports, entertainment, and the media review segments, where it can be handled by Marion Precious George. Today we turn our attention to one question where they go beyond the very heart of democracy, citizenship, and the rule of law. We look at the 1991 Constitution versus the Public Order Act. We ask what in the law really they say about the right to protest. That discussion they will get this morning, and we of course go get seasoned analysts them. And the lawyer will go help with unpack this conversation. But let me go for a morning message of motivation when I rise. Stay tuned. Alright, so this morning particularly, now we morning message, I want to really talk about envy. I want to talk about, we can call them badat. I mean, it was a massive way say Salomon get badat. I mean, one thing I want to say, this sky big for make bird stopping, comping, bird lay no fly. And all. I mean, we all know, I mean, traffic not the door of the sky. There is a lot space there for every bird fly. So please, I mean, I know say certain people, and but they start from which he inculcated. It started from envy. I see Reginald with white pen today. Tomorrow, I myself want to get a white pen. I don't know how Reginald getting white pen. I see Allen with one iPhone today. I don't know who's Allen pulling iPhone. Myself don't be look Allen, but Allen I need to go get iPhone. I mean, these are some of the things that will make. The fact here, the point where they make here is don't envy anyone. For anything where you see, price the way the person pay. And you don't know the price, you know been there at the process, you don't know how the person go through it. So don't envy anyone. You see that person they doing little something, just allow them for go through. I mean, just let the person be. and all, but that one way you just inculcate something within yourself. It's not good. It's not healthy. And trust me, anybody will get an envious mind within himself. You will not be able to go. You will not be able to see tangible results at the end of the day. Just get a free spirit around everybody. Be happy for see company win. I mean, I for they in the position for happy for see me colleague in the win. I for they in a circle for be happy for see the next person win. And I never take offense in any. But if you're that kind of person this morning, the message here is please desist from doing that, because you will never be able to forget that freedom within yourself. If the other person you see I'm like a threat near you, no. You should not see anybody as a threat, but rather you should focus on yourself, focus on your goal, and ensure that you try at all time for be a better version of yourself. Don't envy anyone. For whatever you see, a price was paid. This is our message this morning. Stay tuned to the Epic Morning Show.
This na Ayejo, all man can enjoy. So Epic Radio, they can reach the return of Epic Oldies. This will happen na St. Anthony Parish Hall, where they na Side Street. The date na October 17. Ticket price na 100 million and the time na 7 o'clock na net. That time then now, we go begin pick the music them. I say, can't see the mommy them and the pa them. Where the pa them say, then go then inside them bell bottom and braces. The mommy them say, but yeah, we know they talk nothing. You say, go kotoku, or cabas not. Now don't they keep all things. You go meet with old party them and meet with new one them. But for the music they hold, then go begin play the one from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, to the 2000 and the millennium now. No, it's not the small one them. Now they get some, but say, no check past the mommy and the power, because now they don't music down there. What they say be rock and roll. I say long life, you defend them for yourself. The map of what MIC, now the comedian the Igwe inside this country, when a Desmond Bayer and Igwe condos. So from what now that town again, one and no say, oh, this corner, working come every Saturday, so we all can enjoy them, not so. Baba, they ain't no go for show you on stand there, because the live band, you go for the number now, for the Fred music, next September rain. Epic Radio Monday now, go ready for the pick the kind music game, we go reach, Jonah Young Park, una no can join you here, but una can more, because now Ayejo, all man, they on this one. So Epic Radio, they can reach the return of Epic Oldies Corner, we go happen October 17, na St. Anthony Parish Hall, for just 100 million, and the time, na 7 o'clock, oh, let me go there and go enjoy, because we the old one there, and the new one there, we go mix up the old school, because show who shall we on go reach.
OneXBet. Your game has no limits. In 1X Games section, you'll find hits, crash, burning hot, crystal, western slot. Each
Epic
game
Radio.
is a separate world with real winnings. Play on website or in the app. Visit the 1xbet.sl and use a SL126 promo code to get a 200% bonus up to 2,800 Sierra Leonean Leones. 1X Games, a world of games, wherever you are.
All right, hello and welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. Remember, with BNB Cash App. You can send and receive money anytime and anytime. All you just need for do now for download the BNB Cash App today na Google Play Store if you're an Android user, or App Stores if you're not iPhone users. Remember, for call BNB, then customer care on 072-500-000. With BNB Cash App, you get the liberty for send and receive money anytime and anytime. All right, let's take this message now from Orange Mobile Company. So have you noticed how people are shopping online more these days? Clothes, shoes, gadgets, and everything. The good news is you self can do that as well. With the Orange Money MasterCard, you can now shop on sites like Shein, pay for Netflix, Google services, and book flights, and of course, much more. All directly from your Orange Money wallet. No stress, no delay. All you just need for doing is for simply download or update your Maxit app and get your Orange Money MasterCard. The world day now you earn with Orange Money MasterCard. Now, imagine paying your Netflix subscription, order for your favorite outfit online, and book a flight ticket, all from your phone. That's exactly what the Orange Money MasterCard they make you able to do. It's simple, it's secure, and it work anywhere. MasterCard accepted. Download or update your Maxit app, register for your Orange Money MasterCard, and start for enjoy online payment way the easy way. I mean, Orange Money MasterCard, the world is in your hands. All right, that is from Orange this morning. Stay tuned. Introducing Ivan Julius Lee for we breaking news highlights. Good morning, Ivan.
Good morning, Reginald. Good morning, listeners. Good morning, viewers. The Sierra Leone People's Party National Secretary General, parental leader, rejects the remarks attributed to the National Chairman, Jimmy Batilo Songa. Say President Julius Marabio gets the authority to for determine the party's next national chairman. So parental leader rejects a particular statement the way Jimmy Batilo Songa will make. Remember that statement we make say, if you give him, thou shalt be, and thou shalt follow. So it's a major concern within the executive of the SLPP. Remember, the chairman said this, and the Secretary General don't deny it. Say, I mean, that statement we make, it represents himself, the party, not take any decision for say, they not reach to any conclusion for say the president will decide who that will be the next flag.
The Secretary General, I mean, the bunking waiting the
definitely.
Wow, that's a big concern. So, who side is here? I don't People's Party. They so because if the Secretary General is saying one thing and the chairman is saying another, then the question here is, Ivan, are they really singing from the same book?
Yeah, and it states clearly that I mean, the chairman, Siamonion, it's his personal opinion, not from the party angle. I mean,
that's in company fellow chairman them.
So that's not the most interesting part of it. I mean, if you're saying it's coming from his personal opinion or his own opinion, and represent the party, and that statement they come from the Secretary General, then let's wait and see what's next for the SLPP.
It's indeed. I still and try for rap me around. It's very much unlikely for make the party, I mean, dissociate themselves from the statement of the chairman. This is the administrative head of the party, correct me, Ivan? And the leader, when are the president, and are the political head, and the Secretary General is the chief executive officer of the party, and also this broadens the question as to who side exactly the SLPP they go at this moment.
I think that's all we get. I mean, it's a big breaking news because we expect the SLPP for the in one force come for 2028 elections. But if we're getting these disagreements now, then I'm afraid let's wait and see. Thank you so much, Reginald.
Thank you very much, Ivan Julius Lee, for giving us the breaking news highlights this morning. Up next, we give you a solid background on the topic of discussion this morning. Stay tuned. This is the Epic Morning Show.
say so. Keep your faith and your capability. The thing go come when you go show them your quality, because whatever they talk now go affect your spirit.
All right, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show. This is now the Thursday and fourth edition for this week. And we look at the 1991 Constitution versus the Public Order Act. What does the law really say about the right to protest? Now, in democracy, citizens then forget the freedom for express their view, for disagree with government decision, for raise concern about national issue, which are necessary, and for come together peacefully and for demand accountability. But at the same time, every society as well get law designed for protect the public safety, the public order, and the rights of the other citizens. So what, where exactly, is the line? Does the 1991 Constitution, they give citizens the unrestricted right to protest, or it is subject that right to reasonable legal limitation? And when the Public Order Act of 1965, they appear for place restriction on public possession, how we able to understand the law in relation to the Constitution, where they come in first decade later. Now, therefore, this is not only about merely academic question. This is not something that affects the ordinary citizen, civil society organization, political party, journalists, activists, and of course the security authorities. Today we really want to look at this, and we ask the question, what in the law really they talk about the right to protest? We look at the 1991 Constitution versus the Public Order Act. These are two different. But again, starting point, the 1991 Constitution, particularly Section 26, talk about protest. They say with protest, the freedom of assembly and association. They also the state say people can get right for assemble freely and for associate with others, including through political parties, trade union, and other associations. However, Section 26.2 of the 1991 Constitution is also equally important. Section 26.2, they say, in areas such as defense, public safety, public order, public morality, public health, or the protection of the rights and freedom of other people, provided such restrictions are justifiable in a democratic society. Now, let's come to the Public Order Act of 1965, where they predate the 1991 Constitution. Section 17 of the Act, of the Public Order Act, they deal specifically with the possession, require a person intending to organize or participate in possession. It said them for first notify the Commissioner of Police in writing, and also the law also they give Commissioner power for disallow a possession of or impose condition outside the Commissioner in opinion in defense or in public order, public safety or public morality require. So this creates a central issue for today's discussion. Is the Constitution guarantee freedom of assembly? How far an older law regulates the freedom? The 1965 Public Order Act be done day before, and now we get the 1991 Constitution. Who's one for really take precedence in all of this? Is this requirement to notify the police a reasonable regulation of the right to protest? Or does giving the police the power to disallow a possession potentially undermine the fundamental constitutional freedom? So there's a lot to go look at into this. The good thing that to get a lawyer, we go look at Section 17, Section 26.2, Section 17.1, Section 17.2, and all of those other things. Now all we get to discuss as well inside the program. Section 26 of the 1991 Constitution, then they give you the freedom of assembly and association, and of course you get the Public Order Act, Section 17. So after the break today, this morning, we get two fantastic gentlemen that we can unpack for this. One, we get Dr. Alex Bangura, who is a geopolitical analyst and also president campaign for equality. And we get Molai Kanu Conte, ESQ, the executive director for the National Youth Coalition. Two of them go join me inside the program very shortly after this break for make we get this discussion. Stay with us.
Bible. You rise and fall to not, although prominent. That what I use in no condition of permanent. You remember Job, you remember well. Now be one big rich man at the Bible. You rise and fall to not, although prominent. That what I use in no condition of permanent. No matter how you weak, no matter how you sad, no matter how you poor, and no matter how you fall, no matter how you stress, no matter how you lose. Keep up the faith, one day you start go shine. No matter how you weak, no matter how you sad, no matter how you poor, and no matter how you fall, no matter how you stress, no matter how you lose. Keep up the faith, one day you start go shine, yeah. No condition is permanent.
All right, try to wait for we guests then for joining me very shortly inside the program. The one follow really gets key facts before the guest. Section 26 of the 1991 Constitution, they protect the freedom of assembly and association. The Constitution, the constitutional rights, in all absolute. Section 26 to they permit certain restrictions where it say that are reasonably required for public safety, public order, and protection of people's rights, among other grounds. Now, the Public Order Act of 1965, Act number 46 of the, Act number 46 of the 1965 Public Order Act, they make a substantially older than the 1991 Constitution. Now, Section 17.1 of the 1965 Public Order Act require a written notification to the Commissioner of Police before organizing or holding a procession. Now, Section 17.2 also they allow the Commissioner of Police for disallow a procession or impose condition where require specific public interest ground and Section 17.3 of the 1965 Public Order Act they make participation in a disallowed possession or failure for comply with the imposed condition of offense. But we'll go for a short break. After the break, I go join me, guest them, and then we go unpack this particular topic this morning. Stay tuned.
What up now? Keep it up, yo. Keep the faith.
All right, I don't be joined by both guests in the program. I start off with Dr. Alex Bangura, geopolitical analyst, president for campaign for equality. Good morning, Dr. Alex Bangura. It's a pleasure for getting your call at the studio.
A pleasure being here. Morning, listeners and viewers.
All right, so also get more like Conte ESQ, the Executive Director for National Youth Coalition. Good morning. It's a pleasure as well for getting at the
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Today now, we basically the listeners and their hours. So they look at the 1991 Constitution versus the Public Order Act. Waiting the law really they say about the rights to protest. Now that's one discuss. And of course, quite recently, everybody will agree with me that we get one group, we're the Citizens Advocacy Network, and we've been rights to the police for protest or possession, but we still say the police not been granted, the Inspector General not been granted the approval for go about with them protest. And that's not the first time. There has been a lot of time where plenty of people they say they right to make them protest, but they know they allow them. So I'm begin with the begin with the Constitution. Waiting really section 26. They say to Sierra Leonean, them fundamental right to protest, or now a right for protest itself is subject to government permission. Look at section 26. I started based on this one. A lot of people are in courts inside the 1991 Constitution.
Yeah, most time activists they quote them. But legally speaking, the word protest not the inside the Constitution. Now you right for assemble.
Okay.
But synonyms can permit people then for you say, well, demonstration on a protest. But Section 26, one of the 1991 Constitution, Act number 6, give Sierra Leoneans what we call them fundamental human right. This is not a right where nobody will take from you, except in certain circumstances. So it means a God-given right, a right the way everybody for enjoy. Like if you want to assemble and send on one gather some side, the Constitution now give you the power, so you can go on a gather some side, you party them, you're a family. So that assemble, you understand? Some people they call their own parliament, they call it assembly.
Yeah.
Or when they go to school and they say, when they assemble, primary school, also go to assembly. Yeah. So now that kind of gathering, they talk about. So you write for one gather, for whatever the purpose, once not lawful purpose, the Constitution guarantee them. But you also give exceptions. There are certain circumstances where the Constitution say when I no go gather so. Because the states they look at issues we get for do with public morality, public public health. Then they look at public security, public safety. All these are words here. So then they look at the public interest versus your interest. Let not clash. Because the states, they protect the entire population of Sierra Leone. All other than inside Salone.
So in other words, the state's interest, not the public.
Not the public. So the public interest simply means the Sierra Leoneans and all other people who don't left the country can live here.
Okay.
They say for enjoy peace, stability, and then for enjoy good governance when they're in your countries. Because that's we say for going to the country, would they enjoy. So now then the Public Order Act now of Section 17, and it's how we say, well, if you want to get yourself, if I let you take permission from police, so police know what they get that for. You understand?
If I write to the
inspector, right,
is it the commissioner, right?
The commissioner been dead in because 1965,
okay.
Now been commissioner of police. Will not be get inspector general. Now change of language.
Yeah.
Now, so now the same status. So the inspector general of police are the same as commissioner of police. So they say whenever you want to get that, 1965, the Public Order Act, Section 17, 1, it say you for inform. When you inform the inspector general of police, say I want get that or what they say I want protest to, one demonstrate
to.
It
puts how you for informer whether not by writing,
not by writing,
or not by
not by writing.
It didn't the Constitution.
It didn't the act.
Not the act. Okay.
The act.
All right. Okay.
The statute will establish the procedure.
Okay.
They say in writing. Then the inspector general of police also then clearly prescribe himself or communicates to you you get intention for process, because the word we did in a process. So then procession, if you want for process, like when I go get that for move, large crowd, you know, say for obviously affects traffic, vehicular movements, pedestrian movement. So the police, why they inform them, and then they guide how they move from the city.
Okay.
For no obstruct other people a movement. So people will not they part of your own protest or your own procession, they still get right to go there about them business. So in law, they say, also your freedom begin. Huh? Now the other man, also your own freedom stop, now the other man your own begin. So it means we for respect each other, we live in that mutual state where we all get mutual respect for each other. Now make society peaceful. Otherwise, if all you want to do the gym, we get big chest, now then no more they bully the small one, and then some of them for their life. You know what I mean? Because now only the one that will get strength, and then go take over. So that's why it's about law and order. But again, then caution the Inspector General of Police. When they reply to this possible intention for process or for gather, you for also send in writing you order, because then an order. But tell you say no, I don't allow you due to the same thing again, public safety, public morality, you know, public security. So you communicate and back to the person in that way. So once you do that, the person himself don't know, say the Inspector General of Police say no, will give me permission, not go allow me, because that's the word again, allow me. Yeah. So if you disallow you, every police officer then tell you say now under sections 18, get rights for enforce the order of the IG, of the Inspector General of Police. Which means if they disallow you, then you say, I see they come out.
Section 18 of the 1965
Act. It now give instruction to any police officer. We don't see the IG in disallowance. We don't tell you say you not for go ahead. And then you insist say you come out, that you want to go against the law. So then you only say you don't commit an offense. So I think this are the basis.
With the card, a good way you don't lay the foundation for with the legal foundation. Let me come to Dr. Alex Bangura, a geopolitical analyst and also the president for Campaign for Equality. I'm sure, Dr. Alex, this is not the first time we don't see you side and disallow individual everyone for protest. A lot of the time from the previous government to this government, and even before the two previous presidents we don't come in. This has been a problem we don't day and all. But now you understand in N2 provision also in the Constitution, 1991 and the 1965 Public Order Act, where one they talk about the rights of freedom of assembly, the other one they talk about as well Section 17, where we Barrister don't talk about it, talk about the police giving permission, going through certain procedures for either allow or disallow. Let me hear your own interpretation about it as well. Because plenty of people can say everybody getting your own interpretation of how we understand the Constitution also. Yeah.
But there is one way to understand it. And the barrister only the premise is explained so well on it. And the conflicts way there. The barrister will agree with me that the Constitution of Sierra Leone is the supreme law of the land. And of course, we go able for talk as we communicate, as we discuss here, Usai, we see how a conflicting to a point when we look at Section 26 of the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone and the Public Order Act of 1965, when you look at Section 17, subsection 1 and 2, and Usai the issue there. And many a times when we discuss issues of the Constitution, and we know say the Public Order Act and all, it's a creature of the Constitution. The Constitution is supreme, and the premise of it, Section 26 of the 1991 Constitution, it talk about, as he mentioned, freedom of assembly, now a constitutional right. Assembly, and tell we say na privilege, and we don't see again on the Public Order Act. I mean, I didn't tell we that, saying privilege when you look at Section 72, and they talk about requiring police permission. And when the premise lay, in the 1991 Constitution, how people can get freedom, we know, for take them from them, and the human rights, and tell you, say, inalienable, rights, something we a birthright.
Yeah.
And when you look at the Universal Declaration of, human rights, it clearly states on the end. We look at the 1965 Public Order Act, and politicians have their way of doing things. You get the Constitution one side, and you get what they come with for protects them on the, Public Order Act. And from that time, the government in and out, then they shy away from that side. Yes, before that, what we see how they repeal also the seditious libel and all of that.
Yeah.
Yes, then try for do them in a way that it suits them. When you turn around pundits, then they say, but this is not a mistake will be made.
In other words, and then take back.
and wait and take a much. You go agree with me. I believe say slide. I don't deliberate on the issues.
Exactly.
Then when you read through, the cyber crime, the act itself, you forget for do bokutin. So you take from people them, then waiting you come with for them, and waiting political scientists, then he always refer to politicians them where they make laws them where suits them, political expediency. Yes, a thing of political expediency, because they focus in making laws them way suits them, they forget about the people them, but waiting to feel say go promotes their own interest.
And then forgetting about the people.
Absolutely. So now that kind of situation they we did. So many things there for look into in the Public Order Act, particularly the powers of the police. And many a times we complain the police, but not to then sit down for make all of this. No. But again, we get the Constitution of Sierra Leone. Even when you repeal that, make a minting down with the 1991 Constitution. Because who side the tide, then one person and they decide. The barrister will agree with me. Where now the commissioner now, that the Inspector General of Police.
The IGP now.
But for the Constitution of Sierra Leone, even when of that, you go take them to court. To the Supreme Court for later this wine and then grant you why on that, then look at the other aspects. But this someone just is say no, I'm not giving now. Yes, the give order, just as the barrister mentioned, say no, we not allow now on another go and that. And as I don't mention, say when you look at section 171, subsection 15 of the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone, you begin to look at, where you will find it, where they talk about the supremacy of the Constitution. So whichever laws they make, they therefore make sure that it tailor with the 1991 Constitution. And how conflicting it is. When they talk about freedom of assembly here, where would they talk about section 26 of the 1991 Constitution. You move from the Public Order Act of 1965, section 17(2), they talk about, say, assembly is a privilege requiring police permission. So now with the permission of the police, so now that points there we look at, and it undermine democracy, because what do they talk about? It undermine democracy, thereby even when people them want for come, because the rights of the people now for come for talk to government. Because if you begin for use the digital space, it becomes a problem. Which they repeal where they repeal. Also on the seditious libel and a whole lot of that. Yes, then we'll find you wanting. And the physical space as well, they don't know them. And the need for see how they can open the space. When you deepen, then both physical and digital space, then you promote democracy.
Is it safe to say the people have been suppressed? Their democratic
rights. Their rights, to some extent, you will think that it has been subverted based on the provisions of the 1991 Constitution, as well as the fundamental human rights of the people of this country. That we talk about the previous government of Ernest Bai Koroma. They're around. I see people then they go on civil protest. Then do unto a point saying, a state house and they go for converge for this. Then they say, because of the security of the president, they don't allow let people in goody. But when they see this SLPP government of President Mother Bio, totally then take that from the people, and just as the barrister they say, and what is written in the the Public Order Act 1965, where now the permission of the commissioner or the inspector general of police, if he say no, but disagree. So if somebody gets for protest, even if you take them to court, and when you take a look at section 26 of the Constitution on freedom of assembly, when a constitutional right, you say, I go to a court now. Then they come for advance, with the Public Order Act on that, say on which basis the Inspector General of Police denied, the citizens them for talk to the government. And waiting we for there is nothing like, way they say people in the Converge, we will be absolutely free from violence.
We did the assembly.
Yes, the barrister is here. We will talk about that later, because violence in its all is not limited to physical. It can be the words we use.
So if you begin for say,
you begin for say, no, it will lead to violence. It will disturb other people. Them, yes, of course, a right. But again, when you talk about violence, if it not be physical, of course, this is not a faceless something. So how they want to make
we don't say already they take responsibility.
Then you say it will result to that, to violence, and it will disturb the peace of other people, them that the country and the like. Even the words them waiting we use, of course, it get to do with violence and the like. But again, engaging those and understanding waiting the people they want to go. In the case of Thomas More, yes, they try to talk about the review of the Constitution, the 1991 Constitution, amendments, so to speak. So now that is a contention with the people them on certain aspects having to do with the PR versus the first past the post, entrenched clauses, and a whole lot of that. And democracy comes with dissenting voices. So, in other words, if they allow the people them for converge.
And also, the question, the process, the way and manner how the speaker
that's democracy.
Allow the thing for passing into
yes,
law,
that
saying
is,
that they not go through the right procedure.
That is democracy. Unfortunately, when you look at the opposition, wait for checkmates, the government, we haven't seen. We haven't seen much of that yet, where the opposition waiting to do, and waiting the government for understand is this, as I land on that. All democracies are fragile. Therefore, the need to create peace within is of greatest importance.
Right.
If you not allow the people on the peaceful protest for talk to the government and communicate, which way you want let the people them use. I'm not saying they should resort to violence but which other approach you want to make the people them use, where of course the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone, even when people them assemble, it becomes a problem and go use the Public Order Act. And when you read this Public Order Act, you go afraid for do certain thing them. Honestly, if we go through, perhaps we'll never get session. Yes, then who they come on our streets no more, very close. Then they come on the course. Who the course?
I'm coming back to you shortly, Dr. Alex Bangwa. Let me come to Barrister more now, we talk about how the commissioner, when at the IGP now, for communicate to the person where don't write say, I want to forget this peaceful procession, I want for protest, I want security and all, and how the IGP or the Commissioner of Police for respond to him. Is it time for call him into a meeting and for sit down and for dialogue? And how the process is supposed to happen? Or not the same, just the right someone tell and say no, without dialoguing or negotiating with the person we want to do the protest.
You see, the major thing is about the respect for the rule of law. When we respect the rule of law, I think Sierra Leone will move forward. Whether you're an authority, whether you're a citizen or not, the major thing is that we respect the law. So in a sense, if we go strict to sensu, you find out, say, the IG, they under the instructions of 1965, pursuant to section 17, 1 and 2, that when somebody expresses interest in writing, very clear, express in writing, so you say, I want for process, I want to come on a do with my colleague, them who express the satisfaction over the way Parliament go about section 108, right, of the Constitution. Then people when they get right for like give them permission and direct they will say them for go and will sign off for go. Similarly, if the Inspector General of Police decide, in your opinion, maybe get intelligence as security apparatus, the most thing can say, and will tell you to get security intel that's safe for loan accommodate.
At this time.
At this time. Then can say we wanna find another dates.
Okay.
And this particular thing also for be in writing the order where the police they respond to you, the Inspector General. It's a big institution, right? From colonial times, the police don't they in existence. Also, post-colonial times, still they in existence, a big institution. So everything has to be documented. Because when somebody say, I write the IG, there should be a tangible evidence that I write them. The IG reply me, tangible evidence, and it state the reason why it not going to allow you, right? And then get a condition. The second leg to this particular subsection 2. But if you don't want for disallow the procession, if you get to call conditions, where they set, they go say, okay, we allow now, but 1 hour, but not exceed 1 hour. Or 2 hours.
And the police then the day tuna.
And police the day flankuna, side by side, as it happen in any civilized society.
Yeah.
Right? Then they give you on a destination. Usa on go State House, okay, we will make sure so we stop at the gates of State House. And within that period, we present on a position paper or whatever on our concerns. When tailor them through and give the president or whoever is there to address
them. And then return back.
Then return, the old man is passed. You understand? So these are conditions. And then one then nobody no broke pussy, motor car glass. Let nobody no stone. Not use any bad language. These are conditions for the procession. And so it happen in all civilized country. If when I get placard, when I display the placards. Sometimes people don't even need for talk. They get card, they go to write or whatever.
They get megaphones.
Or they follow them, or them, them PR material. So this is how it will be. So enough will be arbitrary. Enough would be like...
With arbitrary.
Well, meaning like you just use your own power without any justification.
Okay.
You just think, say, because I'm in an IG, I can take this power today and say, no, I'm not allowed now. Okay? And most cases, the reasons that were in the advance, now that, oh, well, August 10, we will not be able to console her. But August 10, not being get a recognized organization.
It was a faceless protest.
Now people then just come out.
Yeah, faceless. Nobody
not write and inform the IG that we are coming out. So again, democratic processes need to be respected. Because when the acts, okay, like my brother said, the creature of the 1991 Constitution, now the 1991 Constitution, when the grown right, the supreme law of the land, now give back to them small act then they. Okay, so they act then they tell we how we enjoy with democracy. Now make if you go, there is a proviso inside that particular section 26
of the 1991.
Well, yes, what they tell you say, even when you give these instructions, like you they deny people enough for process, you for consider the democracy of the country. You for also consider good governance. Yeah. So which means you don't just do it because you want to do it. Mind you, there have been IG them who don't come and go. Okay? And some of them today go they regret say, oh, and some political influence, I cannot do this or that. And the politicians not for the dictates. You understand? So the IG, when it comes to public interest.
Is that happening in today's society, in Salone today? Or not even today, but that it don't happen. Maybe
my brother, you're a journalist. For the past, after colonialism, post-colonialism, right? We find out, say, the political power gets high power. In fact, when we review the Constitution, now one thing that way, I remember jurists them, lawyers them, high placed judges.
Yeah.
When we sit down, we discuss. They say for remove that word, supreme executive authority. That authority, now God no more gets supremacy. So when you give mortal man supreme power in the Constitution, it means that man can do anything. He can close on a station overnight for no good reason. He can come and say, look, just deploy police at this place. While in a civilized democracy, the president subjected to the people accountability and scrutiny.
Okay.
The people get right to ask the president questions. Even when they sack ministers, the president should pause for tell the people but they will say, oh no, indiscretion, now in prerogative. These are the words. It just take, but would I been vote for him? Now the people enforce their sovereignty. Section 5 of the Constitution. It says sovereignty belongs to the people. What if you go team up in a line for votes? At that time, President Biya was nobody. He was not a president. He was just there as an opposition leader. And he go na the four corners of the world, of the country, for go beg people and they wanna vote for me. Wanna give me job. In other words, he was unemployed. The same thing happened with former President Koma. He was unemployed. So when it comes to election, they are asking you for your mandates. Now they call it the social contract. And that contractarianism, who they practice. There is a contract between the one who they rule we were the rule. Okay? Which means we establish, say, look, the American Declaration, the America then get something called the Independent Declaration.
All right.
They say we all and born, we equal. We cannot, this world, you get mama, you get papa. We look at we self. That mean look, I say, you know what's in? Bossman, you would vote for you, you'll rule the country. Not that because you get blessing pass me. No. Not a consensus. Because one society for be well structured and governed.
All right.
So we pick you, may you be a leader. Listen, the American people, they say, once they don't pick you, they set them goals. Make log water, make log lights, good road. These are the basic amenities. Make them put you there, right? If you don't perform, let them pull you. And when they pull you, they put another person. Okay. So this is not the simplest way of governance. So that way, people when they look at politicians like some demagogue, like some big, like semi-god. No. They are servants, serving the people. After a mandate done, they come back for waiting.
Okay.
For another session. So which means through election again. All parliamentarians up there, now people they vote for them.
Yeah.
No, so the point here is other countries like Kenya. If you parliamentarian go and not represent you well, they go take a recall. You pull and accommodate. Then they wait till time done. Then just need a petition signed by 2/3 of that constituency. Like law say 35,000 at Sierra Leone. 35,000 people in one constituency. Law we say just 30,000. They all sign. Write your name, sign. We don't want this one again. Because you are representing us. How you misrepresent we? You cannot misrepresent us and we continue to condole you. No. Not you no more God give the brain for govern. So these are the issues. So when it comes to the IG, the IG is serving the people of the country.
Why 1960, the 1965 Public Order Act, in several cases, don't proven for be more stronger than the Section 26 of the 1991 Constitution, because almost all the time the 1965 Public Order Act, we give the IGP the power. We don't see outside don't use that anymore than the one where they talk about the right of freedom of assembly as well.
Well, again, it's because politicians can choose for user most times, and don't not shame for talk the truth. Me, I don't read the TRC report. I don't know if you don't read them. I read the TRC findings, Truth and Reconciliation Commission for Sierra Leone after the war. Then do them findings. There's a whole book. Then get another compendium like this, a big book, where then just do what we call TRC recommendations. Based on the findings, they recommended things. And one of the things they find out now this country, now that almost all the institutions, the executive, judiciary, legislature, all been non-contaminated by politics. We cause the rebel war, right? The police, they dance to the tune of the government of the day. And when we don't come up from the war, then kids be Lenkaya. Then say, Lord, we try for appraise the police. Lord, try back for rebrand them.
Okay.
Right? After the rebranding, what do you see? Force for good. You know, so we they assume, say, this force for good, consciously, for the work towards that force for good. Because before the war, there were issues. Police, now politician get her. Not to the Sierra Leonean, where they pay the taxpayers' money, or let them pay their salary. The military were all having problem. So, and the military didn't interfere too much into politics. These are all the issues, now the findings. So if we get 1965, like you say, still they become so prominent than even the government in the 1991 Constitution. It means if we come back and ask ourselves, we not go against what the TRC recommend.
Let me come to Dr. Alex Bangura in all of this. I want to look at if the Constitution, they give citizens the right for protest, or the state they ultimately gets the authority for decide when that right they go be exercised.
The Constitution is the Constitution. And we conduct them all, they have been regulated by law. Yes, that's the essence of law. And now we look at the grand norm, the lawyer don't mention, we know the Constitution, we're there above all. And all other laws, you know, including the Public Order Acts, it's a creature of the Constitution. And whatever you do, I just don't mention that when we get time, Section 171 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, where they tell you, say, the Constitution there above all other laws, and when you make any other laws, it will be in conformity with that. So now one aspect, and also he mentioned that there is a book, he talk something, there's a book where we referred here to as Police Leadership in a Democracy.
Yes. Yeah.
Conversations with America's police. So, I don't know, and then again for do it's more than police administration sees when we talk about community policing synergy. So now that's the end of the day we feel, say, the Sierra Leone police for the move now, rather than force, but service.
Yeah,
the transition from force to service. We need to see that in verbal terms. Yes, not only in its written form. I don't know whether they don't take on a parliament. I don't know whether they don't done with the legislative process of that.
They're still on the process.
Well, it has taken along, but politicians, they use that as a weapon. The 1965 Public Order Act.
Yeah.
Government in, government out. Then we don't see that. And again, to your question again, we still look at the Constitution of Sierra Leone, where we just don't mention, we get to do with Section 26 or so. Yes, where they talk about, say, freedom of assembly is a constitutional right. And then Constitution, they are ready to do. Sierra Leone is a signatory to the United Nations. Sierra Leone is a democracy. So all the things they're ready to do, and even the 1991 Constitution, when you read them thoroughly, and when you take a look at the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, then you begin to see the picture of that in the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone. But there are issues we are confronted with, we get to do with key problems, especially with Section 72, subsection 2 of the 1965 Public Order Act. Yes, we get to do with discretionary power. You know, how a don't give, you know, individual, let me say the commissioner of police, you know, the kind of power where he gets for veto constitutional rights. We don't talk about Section 26 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, you know. At times, you know, they get even evidence, or you can say objective in academia. Of course, you can use that in there for able to determine, for able to test, say, well, them people are so, it go resorts to violence and the like, and legal money also don't talk. You get for able for guide them, the police for guide them and tell them, say, okay, now so time when they get, then now so routes for use, and able for meet with them, sit down, I make you to write them. And when you write, you get a face, the organizers, and tell them, say, if anything happen, you're going to be held responsible.
Signature into that.
Yes, and not only that, when the police for sit down with them, they map out strategies,
it should not even be a
and discuss. Yeah, you write them for evidence.
Or you write them
in express terms.
Discuss.
In express terms, you get evidence for sure. Tomorrow, say you don't write them. Then you sit down with them and discuss. In the case of Babadi and also this other man, they were invited. At the end of the day, they were locked up.
When they were invited.
Yes,
exactly.
Only for good discourse, and they been get a face, and that has to do with the, you know, the TOR on the ANU. Agreement for National Unity, and the tripartite agreement when it comes to the implementation.
Disaggregated data also.
All of that, and even when you look at the Constitution on treaties agreement, this government here, they don't try you, but the way they don't try in the bad way. For the sign agreement, where they sign agreement, you go against the agreements. Section 40, subsection 4D of the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone, the same right already talk on the Chapter 5, Executive, where give also the constitutional right of the president to, you know, represent we for sign on behalf of the people in the Republic of Sierra Leone. He signed that agreement, and for lay government conform to that, for let them take on a parliament to assent for layam, and all so a group come out, we get to face the rights, the Inspector General, Mr. Woody, and also Babadi. At the end of the day, the Inspector General of Police writes them for go sit down and discuss. At the end of the day, what happened? They lock them up, and you get penals on the 1965 Public Order Act. Say when you breach that, say you move out for go, then go get for take you and find you. But this now during the process for see how then self can able for converge and a peaceful protest where they may rely on, the freedom of assembly as them constitutional rights. But again, the police advance that we get for do with the Public Order Act of 1965. So we call for community policing synergy, now modern era policing. Let we lay aside, the police force and take police service where they will interface with the community, because all democracies are fragile. So these are the thing them way they keep democracy. Mark you, Sierra Leone, we still the experience of fragile peace. Yes,
even though
and
we show improvement
democracy.
in the recent peace index ranking, and say Salono make some
well,
progress.
I don't know how they can go about doing all of that. And even when you talk about holistic peace, how it could be achieved, pundits of, peace and conflicts could tell you that, not only when the guns are silenced, then you talk about, say, well, now holistic peace that. No. So many other ways, and even this thing, the people, the rights been subverted, and you use the
suppressing.
Yes, you use the 1965, and so what do they call for now for make a solution to the Public Order Act Amendments Bill, wait for Bill of 2026 for let it replace permission with notification. You're not going to be with the permission of the Commissioner or Inspector General of Police.
Practice, and is it Ghana also? Ghana,
yes, you get so many other countries. Ghana on the Public Order Act, and UK Public Order Act of 1986. So
then they notify no more.
Yes,
and then go ahead.
Both notification models. So for see how we're able for identify that, because when you get so much power to an individual, just the pseudonym which tool he used for test. But again, the police themselves. You can say, not so they make that, but when they talk to the politicians, the police, not so they grab on their own, say that they come with the Public Order Acts. You get the legislature, where therefore see how then they legislate the laws and look into all of that. But now only waiting concern them. You repeal, libel on that, you advance with something even worse than that. We get for do with, cyber.
The cyber, yeah.
The act. So what you need to do? So that they get to do with political expediency. They're only concerned about that. But in a democratic dispensation, when the tide is high, the police are the center punches. So then it's just too clear. It is lucid that when all of them things they happen, now the police will get at. And the reason why would they get at them, the police themselves, they defend. Say, now the Public Order Act. Now, tell them for do so. But again, the book where I talk about, say, police leadership in a democracy, then they begin to do with conversations with America's police chief. We get to do with modern police administration series. So we need all of them in it, but not until the legislative arm, SIDOM. You get directives also from the executive chapter 5 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone. Then how can able for SIDOM foresee how then they refer to the legislative committee on all of this and see how would they look at the Public Order Act, with section 26, before we get next election. I'm not saying 2028 election, so because determinants day for 2028 elections, what we all know. So I don't believe in that there will be general elections in 2028. They talk about next elections, because waiting they give with that, it has to do with the legal man here is laughing and nodding to the antecedent.
The last thing, in fact, we get Mambuna will be they talk about either 2028 or 2030 for the next election. But left hand the
election not for be 2028. Me, newspaper don't interview me and I get all evidence for sure that because and they talk about just like the MCC, money will not get, and they say the MCC for lay we get the money, even for let them disburse, even when we meet the conditions, then say one condition they will not fulfill, that disbursement of that money they rest on the full implementation of the tripartite recommendations by both the APC and the SLPP. And even as that section, I think that page 43 of the ECOWAS communique talk about the opposition and the government of Sierra Leone say them for fully implements the 80 recommendations of the tripartite that will determine next election, and even the recommendations therein where we get in the 80 recommendations from ANU, yes, resolution 3 we born the tripartite recommendations talks about, say we get for fully implements. That will be a key determinant for that. As they land on this,
okay.
how the Constitution Supreme, all then recommendations, then the 80 recommendations of the tripartites go only be merely, then go remain in that state day as a recommendation, not until it has been legislated, not until the lay na parliament. Then when the lay we don't mature, it becomes a constitutional instrument. So that tells you how powerful the constitution is. Then get bakutine we them for do. They do am. They not do am. They get bakutine we them for do.
The politicians.
Yes, the legislative and both the APC and SLPP.
Okay,
yeah, we them for lady 80 recommendations. And you know say the Constitution Supreme. When not lady 80 recommendations, they go with the dictates of the Constitution. For which reason, even when presidents don't use section 40 subsection 4D of the Constitution and don't sign for make sure say they are sent and go to parliament and lay, they're not even doing, because the president is the most senior member of parliament. They left everything just like that. Then get reason why they left, and then he left the search and nomination committee only when you lay the 80 recommendations and then they get power. Then he left, and now then they in a hurry for go appoint the chief electoral commissioner when a problem, and that very person there again on the part of the process on the June 24 2023 elections, we then say they all take part for that kind of elections. They will now reflect the will of the people. They're not for be part of the process anymore. So these are the issues
we'll
we get.
We'll talk on that. But let me come quickly to Barrister. I know say you get another very tight appointment. But finally, what's other provision there? Where a legal provision, where the IGP of police no grants permission for make you get protest. Are there any other legal provision in this where available?
Well, as far as the rights to freedom of movement or the rights of assembly are concerned, whether the Constitution and the Public Order Act. Of course, Sierra Leone, as we talk, a signatory to international conventions. The UN Convention, the Declaration of Human Rights, Universal Declaration of Human Rights, we are party to it. And you find out that we take most of laws them, we for do fundamental human rights, and domesticate them, put them inside our own constitution. So you get even Article 13, we talk about freedom of movement, where now the Universal Declaration today. You get also Article 19, where they talk about also we rights to freedom of speech. We also said in the Constitution, Section 25 of 1991. So it gets Article 20 of the Universal Declaration, where also it relates to Section 26, that right to assemble. And we don't get, I think, a Supreme Court case in Sierra Leone. We're very important to be the try for watch. You get for do with Soli Senge Mara. That was the IG, Inspector General of Police. And we get for do with election 2018. After you don't vote, police say if you're going to use, for waka waka. That the people in movement. You right to move. After you don't vote, all decent countries in the world, you they vote and go about your normal business. You understand? The electoral commissioner will call results or count whatever. For restrict people there, because it's not fundamental, not inalienable right. Nobody enough for take them from you without sober justification. So, as a lawyer, so he's saying we take the matter to court and he win the matter. Okay? So which means we can now vote whatever time, as Doc, they say we don't know the date for elections, whatever time we get election, when you don't vote, you get right for Canada Studio, you get right for Gona Use, you get right for Waka, as long as you know obstruct the process. So these are some of the things. I think time there for the car would challenge some of them there. Because when we look at the Gronam, the Constitution, as to that of the statute, we not think, say, the statute for powerful pass.
The public order action,
not
be powerful.
It not be powerful pass the supreme law of the land. So we can go test them to court and say the IG empowers in terms of refusing Sierra Leoneans then democratic right to assemble. You just turn down people the application like that, we can come to court. And the court will decide whether the police always right and whether the citizen in a democratic society for enjoy that rightly. And they not give like the police some kind of absolute power to reject and accept.
Okay.
But rather they will look at the conduciveness of the request to process.
So as at now, the option we are available now for taken to court.
That's
if
it.
they not give you.
That's it. I think that's the best. We do
If
a
you not
test,
get the
and I think the
approval.
Supreme Court get fine justice system, where they can look at them here and say, "Lord, we give a ruling when a landmark we go make Sierra Leone safe." Now the wall, the admirer, we say, indeed, with constitution, we can put them to test, you know, and this other allows them. So I think that the best way make your advice. If they not allow you, you look at the law. You say, "Well, I'm going to court." The court's there. The IG, who gets a lot of IG cases in England, right? Then they bring you car. They just start a council. A lot of cases for city council not providing you A, not providing you B. Yes, you drag them to court. Just like when they see body, they little litter, they say, "Na bobo the way na drugs and killing." That's not the issue. The issue is the city for be sanitized. Would I get your duty for doing? If the person not doing it also exposed you, the citizen, to health hazard. You bring an court. You can't test waters, right? I think that some of them tell what they do for with constitution and constitutionalism in a democratic society, you know, look strong.
Thank you very much, Mr. Molai Kanu Conte, ESQ, Executive Director, National Youth Coalition. We'll go for a short break. After the break, 079994993. Stay with us.
Yeah, order package back. Every week you dey receive something, you tell me the truth. You get posse oversee where they send for you then in there, eh?
No, na me plan for myself online all sign of the world. What's sassy don't say?
Epic
Really?
Radio.
But are you the able to pay?
With me Orange Money Mastercard.
Wait oh, you dey shop na Shein with am?
Yes.
You dey pay back for Google service them?
Yes.
You dey pay back for Netflix?
Of course. I just don't pay for my flight tickets online like all other things them. What's sassy don't so?
Yes, the world then you earn. Enjoy the Safu life for buy what you want from any side of the world. Right now you comfort zone, anytime, any side. Shop and pay online directly from your Orange Money account. It easy, it no get delay, it no get yagba. Download your Orange Money Mastercard today. Now the Maxit app and put the whole world now you earn with Orange Money Mastercard.
Good afternoon, First big pass veranda can also say in Lebanon all with the pick am, but the big people they pick am. That not mean say you not be part of am. This na IAJO, all man can enjoy. So Epic Radio they can reach the return of Epic Oldies. Good morning, good afternoon. This will happen na St. Anthony Parish Hall, where they na 6 seats. The date na October 17. Ticket price na 100 million and the time na 7 o'clock na net. That time then now, we go begin pick the music them. I say, can't see the mommy them and the pa them. Where the pa them say, then go dance them bell bottom and braces. The mommy them say, but yeah, we know they talk nothing. You say, go kotoku, or kabasnot. Now don't they keep all things. You go meet with old party them and meet with new one them. But for the music they hold, then go begin play the one from the 70s, the 80s. The 90s to the 2000 and the millennium now. No, it's not the small one them. Now they get some basse, no check past the mommy and the power because now they own music down there. What they say be rock and roll. I said long life, you defend for yourself. The map of what MIC. Now the comedian the Igwe inside this country. When a Desmond Beya and Igwe condos. So from what now that town again? One and no say oh this corner working come every Saturday. So we all can enjoy them not so. Baba, they ain't no go for show you on stand there because the live band they go for the number now for the bread music next September rain. Epic Radio Monday now. Go ready for the pick the can music game. We go reach. Don't know your part. Una no can join you here. But una can more because now IAJO all man depend this one. So Epic Radio they can read the return of Epic Oldies Corner. We go happen October 17. Na St. Anthony Parish Hall for just 100 million and the time na 7 o'clock. Oh, let me go there and go enjoy because we the old one there and the new one there. We go meet up the old school and old school. We go show who shall we on go reach.
I need to start to take the calls and I'll get concerned citizen. Hello, concerned citizen. Good morning.
Good morning, Regional Brand.
Yes, sir.
Talking about I don't.
Concern, you're coming very dull. I would appreciate if you talk loud, small, please.
Okay, I've been talking about this constitution and the public order act.
Yes.
I mean, the constitution at the ground room, all nations are supreme, but politicians then can always want get their way, and others from above. You see, 90 always the police can they use. So at times, you know, they blame the police then, but also I blame them. They allow themselves for being politicized. That's how we told the two guests in at the studio. I think I want to say yes, it take them to court. But my fear, everything has been politicized, even the judiciary. It go possible if you not get justice now for use the ECOWAS court. I guess me concern.
All right, thank you very much. 079994993. We take more calls inside the program. This morning, the Epic Morning Show, we look at the 1991 Constitution versus the 1965 Public Order Act. Waiting really the law they say about protests. Now that discussion they will get. Good morning, Lamin Samoa Koyaton. Good morning.
Yes. The last government to get civil society them with the Allah say state capture. But now with the clear act of state capture, but then civil society they all don't become dormant. And the biggest problem that this country now we will not get strong institutions them with the whole government. I mean, whole government to their promises. Every institution now don't convert themselves to politics. Whether they support APC, whether they support SLPP. So you know we will pinpoint. But if we get institutions that we actually independent at this country, I don't believe the police will get mind and do that either. Because if they resist, we get people that will resist, they know the power now we get up, we come on at least. But this country don't heavily polarize along politics. The politicians and don't take full charge. Nobody not get away for chicken.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Lamin Samoa. I mean, Law states fact there that we reach out to the media too of the Sierra Leone police for be part of the conversation, but they're not being responded to. They don't honor the invitation. But let's take this call. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, morning.
Concerned citizens in the talk.
Go ahead.
Mr. Moderator, we don't deny, we don't see too much killing that this will continue. Now, policemen and they lost their lives, so we them picking them in the sofa and they rape them in the sofa. Because of that one grand person sit down outside of this country, then people are waiting at this radio, they not gap and protest against this, or then go meet the president, say, this thing when they be with this person now, once let them cover that person now, they don't know them. Now when they talk about we let the country day, so at least we'll get peace in the country. What you do for the day, God will provide for you. But for now they can't give one. Look at that yesterday no more. You know the country you think talk the whole get. Hey, the country not safe, the country not this. You know, then people like they don't want protest, let them go meet the president, then get out themselves, then go meet the president. Sample and then talk to the president, say, I not sign this thing. But for come protest, so then go get good intention. What about them people then? Man and Timapana do more in the week. Let them see, not to show August them do, August 18 to show them do. Now they sack one old vice president. Who said them people are in day? They never talk about that, they never protest about that. You know, let them know they talk to me like so fool. And people from being the worst thing of this country for sack way and violate the constitution of this country. No president, no one. Now the world. We picking and grand picking and for tell them about that.
Thank you.
Nobody not talk.
079994993. Let's take more calls inside the program. And then we go wrap up very, very shortly. We pick this other caller quickly. Hello, good morning.
Alex from Kuduru.
Yes, go ahead, Alex.
Area of protest for this country, there should be any case where the former president is time to protest for this country. I will tell you, whoever says a peaceful protest, all protests are resorted to violence. So people in my radio will protest for protesting, right? But in any right, there must be a responsibility. You can call the man for can, take it on the issue. They call and the police call on phone. They say nobody. responsibility.
But he said the number we call an unknown number.
No, but police identified the police. We don't see the police really. And they call them. They identify the police. It's just not possible to report to the police. When they call me, they say we don't call you. We don't police station here that can't report today. How do you go there? The police. What is somewhere I don't go? What I don't say? Generally, how do you go there? When the police identified the kind of headquarters, they say they go. That means you are not generally. You got to hit their attention agenda. This country.
Thank you, Alex. 079994993. We take more calls in the program this morning, and then we wrap up very shortly. We get sports and entertainment updates, and then Marion Precious George with the media review segment. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
This is a concern citizen call from Congo Post.
Go ahead, sir.
You see this thing now, we the what we call grassroots now, we call this always position in the fiscal council. I remember during the time in Pakaba, we get the gender sports and schools here when I be member of Forest and Co. The very executive people say, when I vote protest, when I see them go and most people they will die, they go issue. But now people the last call they call say they mention within that person do their all and they say it should be faceless. But now this now somebody when at the name of no concern, one call it out for something which tomorrow will affect you all because waiting not to put now. Tomorrow that constitution waiting people will run for police council by force. They will therefore affect you all. So somebody calls now say those are the people are the station we they talk so now. So that's a new concern and get some more.
Thank you.
We left for the political party then we left the call the sofa. Thank you, sir.
All right, concerned citizen. Thank you. 079994993. We'll take more calls. We'll wrap up shortly, but let's accommodate few more calls and then we try for the cutting down. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Epic.
Yes, sir.
Concerned citizen from Ula Post.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to talk about constitution amendments and also about politics, tax vice president. I don't of politics now. We talk about how for amend the constitution, what's the rights of the people in this country. Not about politics we talk about. Also, a lot of people more left hypocrisy. We see the right to the balance. You see, I don't concern and the more left hypocrisy.
Thank you.
It's about constitution now, not about politics.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, concerned citizen Alba for 079994993. Let's take another one. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name and side call you from?
Concerned citizen.
Wow, go ahead.
What they say, just like what the scholar they say, you see people are hypocrite in this country. But then man, then they forget say waiting a long grip in this country. That.
Wow, I lost that other concerned citizen there. 079994993. Hello, I think Malaika Stevens is on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Malaika.
Hello. Yeah, I don't get you, but
go ahead, Malaika. They get you clear.
Sorry for the noise in the background. I feel. So what you would say now, yeah? That 1965 Public Order Act, it get components in a way we need for replace. We need for repeal and replace. Like that one when they talk about the consent to the commissioner. That one they will need for do something about that. Because several components and the way they know they look after. They are public nuisance. When they see as we send them the load speaker and a motor car, they go and cause noise. That one then a public order, they know they go after them. But somebody say I want protest, then they for the father one day because of their motives then when at least if somebody go out and protest, the government go be held accountable of most things the way they do. So then they allow. And when they talk say the police now they right for the protection. So when people they come up for protest, now the police they shoot at the protection. Now they can cause the violence. So now people they stop for say now the people when they protest they cause violence. No. If the people they protest peacefully, police they not shoot at them, nothing not happen. So now we do see the way necessary. Now England, sometimes they know they blow on the like how they blow all around the place. They call it unnecessary whooping. Where do they want to arrest you? You see? So now we play some of them in the way the SLDP will put. Like how them pull this and libel law for target journalists and other people.
Thank you.
Big.
Let's take two more calls. 079994993. Just two more. And then I'll go over to Dr. Alex Bangura for make a response. Hello, caller. Good morning. In the side, call me from.
Yeah, Bakar from Fomet.
Yes, Bakar, go ahead.
May God bless you to guest them. Now, one of the things this way is Excellency the President for over 8 years he failed the people then. Because he not allow for the people able to protest what will be the result. He only accept waiting the ministers then they go in for tell them. And the people then they put budget for them. Then they tell them for let them develop all different things then. But the people that when they go in for develop, they meet them, they reach them. So how will they reach them? Like through protest. Now when the people then come out, they show you, say His Excellency the President, she put somebody for water. This water, they reach me. His Excellency the President, she put somebody for light. They meet me. His Excellency the President, you do A, B, and C. The travel way, okay for we. We the see something inside there. His Excellency the President, the timber them where they go to, we able to produce things in there. But how the president go know? How we go understand if they not allow protest? Okay. And it's like I say, the police, they look they enjoy with the facility. Because the police, they are not seizing police. They will not come out and this politician, they are 5 years in the take. Then they come and put them down and they molest them. It's like the opportunity, they appreciate it. Thank you.
I'll take one last call and wrap up. Mohammed A. Kaman on Facebook say, good morning, Epic. My question here is, what's the role or responsibility of the police and the military? Are those institutions there to protect and guard the state and its citizens? If yes, that means security are not capable to protect its citizens, but if mandatory in the constitution to protect the citizen. All right, that is from Mohamed Kamana, Facebook. The final caller this morning. Hello. Yes, Suleiman, good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
The balance is no people they want to call I want to ask something about the Sierra Leone, the typical Sierra Leone, will not say electing country. The Fidel politician here, they do what he can apply for. Nobody go for protest. They will not ask them if they do it here. Because the law colonize all man, even the ordinary citizen, the politician colonize, but the citizen itself is because he don't know the right. If I say the police or the justice people there. Then the two professionals, they support for Timapu, they support for Timapu, they stand for what is right. Politicians are temporary countries, me, you pay yourself with inside politics. Come on, but then the permanent and they study and the profession.
Right.
So then the little to the politician, I think money, we will go for you forget yourself. And they put yourself on. I can't tell people
Thank you very much. I don't take any calls again. It's 9:01 already. Francis say good morning. Sal Texan on Facebook say good morning, Epic, and everyone, and also Albert Lansana is saying good morning, everyone. All right, these are some of the comments on Facebook. Let me come over to Dr. Alex Ebangura for response to the callers and the final message as well.
Now, we talk about, say, police leadership in a democracy, a conversation with the police chiefs, they engage with the people. So now the Maxim, the current IGP of the Sierra Leone Police, in the person of Mr. Fayasel, who done the push for make the Sierra Leone Police transition to, police service rather than police force. And when you go through the history, from a historical background of the, police, Sierra Leone Police, and even from England, you realize that them institutes the police force for let them protect government. So again, when you get the bad one, they use the police as a weapon. Now, the incident that we get for take into consideration. Then when it comes in the context of who appoints the Inspector General of Police, you get the Police Council. But who directs the affairs of that? Who appoints those in the Police Council? So who recommends? So now one of the things then that we get for take into consideration. So therefore, another thing again, when the 1965 Public Order Act Day, we get the grand norm, the Constitution, when the Supreme Law. Now, should the political class say they don't want any form of protest, civil protest, because they make them become unpopular? So if the Inspector General of Police go ahead, and approve that anything happen along the line, who is responsible? One, he go lost in job. Two, so many other factors than they for taking into consideration, but Sierra Leone, they are above all in all of this, and the human rights of the people of the country. Then I respond again to some, callers them, but before getting to that point where I will read a specific section here of the Constitution, one of the things they move for understand, we not see much of this with the APC opposition under the MPR system within gets that the absence of a credible and constructive opposition hinders democracy, good governance, peace, security, and development. So we don't see this, the absence of a constructive and credible opposition and how it hinders. So if the people have taken upon themselves, say, will they come to the government for make them address issues them where they affect we going to do with them freedom of assembly, which constitutes a fundamental aspect of the human rights, were enshrined in the 1991 Constitution of Sierra Leone without the reference section 26 of the Constitution, we get to do with the rights. Now, within the Constitution states Nayasu, we get to do with section 172, subsection, 1 of that. But again, before getting to subsection 1, I look at section 171, subsection 15. A state say, this constitution shall be the supreme law of Sierra Leone, and any other law found to be inconsistent with any provision of this constitution shall, to the extent of the inconsistency, be void and of no effect. A good lawyer will use this to challenge the 1965
Public Order Act.
I'm not a lawyer, but a good lawyer could use that to challenge that in courts and make in submission. Then on this other section 172, subsection 1, say, any reference in this constitution to a law made before 27 April 1961 shall, unless the context otherwise requires, to be construed as a reference to that law, as it had effect immediately before the coming into effect of this constitution. Right. So a lawyer go hold on to that point there and make in submission, and they call us them, don't they make the submissions with regards the thing and way they want to be done in the constitution, way important, particularly on that discretionary power we get to do with the 1965 Public Order Act. And the only solution to that now foresee how they can able for, they don't repeal the one we get to do with seditious libel and the like. And where people in the call, now I do in Pakaba in Tem, me at this school as small, my sister them, go demonstrate against Foodie Sanko. Oh, it was good, right? Also for President Momo say they're not for able for Guillaume waiting and supposed for Guillaume where he don't left office. It was good, right? And Komode, even with the Eastwhile president, and it's by Kuruma, people don't they converge. So many civil protests don't they happen. Now the Konski. It was good. But when it comes to holding the government accountable, and of course, other state institutions and people and way then give responsibility for man. It can be on MDAs and whatsoever, and government ministries as well. People are not for go out. It go lead to chaos. When they talk about faceless protest, the one way then say Adebayo being called. Nobody know me for take responsibility. Now you come with Woody and Babadi, we then come for look at ANU and the recommendations of the tripartite. Then deny them. Not so that's only. People then come for, say, for the kush and other substances.
Yes.
They know they allow them.
Exactly.
They know they allow the people them for come out and see how them voices go be heard. Perhaps the president doesn't know about much of the things the way they happen. But when the people them come out and speak to that, you get to allow them, not subvert the right of the people and get one notion that the politicians, that when the people them come out for able for speak out the issues them, where they affect them, and how they be able to sit with governments for address those issues, they say the governments could go unpopular. But you got to clamp down on that.
Thank you.
So, does it get to do with good governance synergy? No, doesn't have to do that. Let not suffocate. Just let on the 1 minute. Let not suffocate democracy. Make we allow the rule of law to prevail. Sierra Leone is a democracy, and the beauty of democracy is this: that the dissenting voices of the people must be heard. So, anybody who didn't stop for that, you get right for going to the Supreme Court.
Thank you very much, Dr. Alex Bangura, a geopolitical analyst and also the president for Campaign for Equality. And thanks earlier to Mohamed Kanu Conte, ESQ, the executive director for National Youth Coalition. Well, Lani will get time for inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. We don't unpack every other thing on the 1991 Constitution versus the Public Order Act, waiting really the law they say about the right to protest. I believe so you will listen to it this morning, don't get an in-depth idea as to waiting the law they say about arm as well. Many thanks as well to you in particular, Dr. Bangura. Thanks to the entire team. Up next, we get sports and entertainment and the media review segment by Marion Precious George. I don't be Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya. Till I join you again tomorrow for the review of the biggest national stories of the week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hello, good morning and welcome to Sports Updates. Let's start off with some interesting transfer. We start off with Abdoulaye Juma Ba, as Ajax don't currently push strongly for complete the player in signing on loan from Manchester City. But not just Ajax don't monitor Abdoulaye Juma Ba, Ipswich Town and as well Brentford also they in the race. And so another transfer, Manchester City don't complete the signing of Ayoub Boadi for 100 million euros with around 85 million pounds. The player completes this move from Lille and will become the youngest transfer, the most expensive teenager in the history of Premier League. And Aston Villa has as well launched contract proposal for Nicolas Jackson, as Unai Emery want for push for get the Senegalese striker as he been gets a spell with time during the days now Villarreal. We all know say Oli Watkins probably go join Al Hilal na the Saudi Pro League. So Aston Villa don't take Nicolas Jackson as a possible replacement. And Brentford on finally completes the signing of Alhaji Malik Diouf from West Ham for a fee, we believe, for around 40 million as the initial package. But Brentford go force pay 35 million plus 5 million add-on for the Senegalese left back, and Alhaji Malik Diouf don't sign for Brentford. Still in the transfer, as Deportivo La Corona do agree for sign Adama Traoré, we go fly today for undergo a medical agreement on the in principle for a contract. We go keep the player na the club for the remaining 2 years, and he go be reunited again with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And Chelsea don't finally get talk for sign Emiliano Martinez as the player don't finally say yes to Chelsea. Chelsea want for strengthening and goalkeeping department, and they don't take the Argentine goalkeeper for replace Robert Sanchez as its first choice in Chelsea defense. And for Climax Sports update this morning, the Premier League team of the year don't finally be revealed as David Raya go start in goal, and Gabriel Magalhaes, Nico O'Reilly for Manchester City, William Saliba, Urian Timber, and Bruno Fernandes, Declan Rice, Ryan Cherki, Erin Haaland, Antoine Semenyo, and Igor Thiago. For all of this morning, now this will bring to you Inside Sports Updates.
It's a beautiful Thursday morning as I want to welcome Mona to the ENT segment on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. So now today for we first update the games, the documentary 3 officially don't take the #1 spot as the highest rated new album of the week. Next up, Don Toliver now appear for be officially entering his next era with Notorious. The Houston artist don't tease a new album with titled Notorious with the message, "Don't worry, be notorious." So Notorious is the album and it will come out very, very soon. The snippet with the future Metro Boomin and Zaytoven has been released, and the release date of Notorious album not officially be confirmed yet, but once it is out, we make sure say una get na ya. Next up, Young Miami enlist Lil Baby and Kodak Black for in smash hit way titled Spend That Remix, and this will be out on Friday. So right now it all reached 17 on the Billboard Hot 100. This now a very, very big thing for them. Next up, we get to a new album where they come out very, very soon, and this album na Fat Joe na Induam. So yesterday, Thursday, we na the 26th, this album also don't come out. The title na Organized Crime. Next up, My Father, the official video they drop this Saturday, when on the 29th August at 12 p.m. And Awamekuna be the first person in the way for go subscribe to Minister Michael Joanna in video where they come on Saturday 29 August at 12 p.m. and the video you will get na YouTube. Next up, Rap Rampage Season 3 winners Piff a Piff in song titled Sweetie Eye will be released on the 29 August 2026, both audio and video. And you know, say Rap Rampage can always give una something we go make una think and meditate and go far. So 29 August, watch out for Piff a Piff in song with title Sweetie Eye. Next up, we get to Epic Radio. They present the Epic Oldies Corner. You know, last year you won't be there. This year again for being very grand, very, very, very crazy. And the title or the theme for this one this year now, rediscover the hits and relive the memories. They want to take you back to the 80s, back to the 70s. So let yourself and the fans of Epic Radio enjoy. You don't ready for the season 2? If not, begin by you close them now where they were. The date now Saturday, 17th October. Price now 100 leons, no more. Just 100 leons, you know get gate price. And the place now St. Anthony Hall, Side Street, Freetown. Time 7 p.m. and the dress code now dress like your favorite oldies artists. And the wait for soon now the fans of Epic Radio on the Epic Oldies Corner. Finally, yesterday inside we exclusive interview with the gospel minister Pastor Joseph Lahai. They talk on the challenges where being a gospel minister they face and what he involved in this ministry. But he said this with Big Daddy English yesterday where then we get an interview.
Many things. Number one, we market very small in our salon. So the one who they really do this, I can tell you, I could dove my heart to them. They are doing it. They are doing a great sacrifice. I don't do a couple of songs. I get many songs. Okay. I don't do videos, or maybe 3-4 videos now.
Yeah, of course we'll see.
They're all on money they spend, but none of them are not getting no money back for. Go to studio first, go do recording. Come on, they go do pay video record and do that. Buy costume, location, pay for move, spend the money, and so you realize that the investment forget even the kind top-notch quality. We can't make it. Because number one, there is no we they do no more out of love for anything they out there. But you see some man one game video then go spend thousands of dollars. So then videos then get the kind of quality. We can't do it in Sierra Leone here because basically now a waste of resource. Except you really get the resources and you love God that much, you want for do something quality out there. So Michael, Joanna, Judah, and Arnold. By the way, Arnold get for dinner me event. Okay. This Arnold get for the day, right. And Judah said for done the day, but scheduling issues.
Yeah, other package back. Every week you receive something, you tell me the truth. You get positive overseas where they send for you then in there,
No, now me plan for myself online, all sign of the world. What's sassy don't so?
Really? But are you the able to pay?
With me always money
Epic Radio.
Wait, you the shop na Shein with them?
Yes.
You the pay back for Google service them?
Yes.
You the pay back for Netflix?
Of course. I just don't pay for my flight tickets online like all other things them. What's sassy don't so?
Yes, the world then you earn. Enjoy the Safu life for buy what you want from any side of the world. Right now you comfort zone, anytime, any side. Shop and pay online directly from your Orange Money account. It easy, it no get delay, it no get yagba. Download your Orange Money Mastercard today. Now the Maxit app and put your whole world now you earn with Orange Money Mastercard.
This big brass veranda can also say in Lebanon all with a big arm, but the big people they pick arm, that not mean say you not be part of them all. This na Ayejo, all man can enjoy. So Epic Radio, they can reach the return of Epic Oldies. This will happen na St. Anthony Parish Hall, where they na Side Street. The date na October 17. Ticket price na 100 million and the time na 7 o'clock na net. That time then now, we go begin pick the music them. I say, can't see the mommy them and the pa them. Where the pa them say, then go then inside them bell button and braces. The mommy them say, but yeah, we know they talk nothing. You say, rubber go kotoku, or kabasnot. Now don't they keep all things. You go meet with old party them and meet with new one them. But for the music they own, then go begin play the one from the 70s, the 80s. 80s, the 90s, to the 2000s and the millennium now. No snap the small one them. Now they get some basse, no check past the mommy and the power because now they don't music down there. What they say be rock and roll. I said long life, you defend for yourself for the map of what MIC. Now the comedian the Igwe inside this country when I Desmond Beya and Igwe condos. So from what now that on again. One and no say oh this corner working come every Saturday so we all can enjoy am not so. Baba, they ain't no go for show you on stand there because the live band they go for the number now for the bread music next September rain. Epic Radio Monday now. Go ready for the big the kind music game. We go reach. Don't young part. Una no can join you here, but una can more because now Ayejo all man depend this one. So Epic Radio they can read the return of Epic on this corner. We go happen October 17 next St. Anthony Parish Hall for just 100 million and the time now 7 o'clock. Oh, let me go there and go enjoy because with the old one there and the new one there we go meet up the old school we go show who shall we on reach.
I hope that our visitors would listen to this song carefully because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention. Like our scholars have sit and passed every test. There's nothing but
Abraham Lincoln once said discipline mean for choose between waiting you want now and waiting you want most. Hello and welcome to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show where they come to you on 99.3 FM. You get you on Radio Garden, Facebook and YouTube and also through the website at myepiconline.com. You can also listen to the show through Zimi Radio 107.5 FM inside Pujeon District. Mina, your host, Marion Precious George. And inside the show this morning, Freetown City Council launched surge projects for improved local governance, service delivery, and economic opportunities in Freetown. And also, Sierra Leone Teachers Union Western Regional Secretary called for improved salary and condition of teachers. And finally, Carl SL raised alarm over correctional service transportation crisis because of fuel shortage. All of the stories, plus the review of various newspapers, they inside the show this morning. And for joining me to discuss the issues, I get inside the studio Solomon Sundu, Executive Director for Be Found, the popular voice inside the show. Good morning, Sundu.
Good morning, Marion. Good morning to our wonderful listeners and viewers on your Facebook.
Okay, and we also get Mohamed Toby Kagbo na the panel. Good morning, Toby. Welcome
Good morning.
to the show.
Yes, my pleasure for there. Good morning, Marion, and good morning to all listeners.
I love your T-shirt.
Thank you. This is the World Cup T-shirts. You know, we've been doing something for the World Cup, so we'll take our mind back to the World Cup.
It looked good on you, though.
Thank you.
Okay, straight off, we'll look at stories reported on the front pages. And me first take now the Standard Times newspaper. Top story, the return match. When, well, this is not too clear. I'll make her take a big banner headline. Free quality education is costing us more, not less. And another story, who should decide SLPP flag bearer? That's a question asked. And Songa's remark triggers wide debate. Finally, First Bank SL inspires young learners through 2026 junior internship program. All of the stories and more then at the Standard Times newspaper this morning.
Straight off from the Standard Times, now we're going down to the Concord Times newspaper. Fuel shortage leaves 50 plus inmates missing court's hearing. Can urges President Bio to verify Sanction 108 compliance before asserting to bill. Dr. Ibrahim Bangura, okay, we will not promote that story for now. Dr. Kale Musa Conte, Obama for APC National Secretary General. These are all the stories you can find and grab a copy of the Concord Times newspaper.
And away from Concord Times, I take the Independent Observer newspaper. Top story, U.S. judge squashes visa ban on Sierra Leoneans. And ACC urges Kono immigration staff to uphold integrity. A big banner headline, what has Parliament actually settled? It's a question, and they continue that a Socratic examination of Sierra Leone's constitutional movement. And also, My Kenya Journey, a trip worth signing or singing about. And you have Mr. President, Can We Talk, part 456. And all of the stories and more you go get now the Independent Observer newspaper.
From the Independent Observer, we come to the Premier News newspaper. Maternal deaths down to 33%. Child mortality falls 12%. You see the picture of the Minister of Sport, Dr. Austin Demby. New NRA boss don't say NRA issues enforcement warning on outstanding liabilities. Gender Minister rallies MDAs to fast-track gender equality. Football officials secure multiple CAF appointments. These are all the stories with Premier News newspaper, the report.
And away from the Premier News, I take the Aoko newspaper. Top story, join the conversation. The NACIT crisis, the nation's pension at the crossroads. Another story, Sierra Leone Traders Union suspends Southern Regional Chairman election, others rerun. And PBSL takes pharmacy regulation online. Treasury bills tilt towards longer debt. And finally, Africa institutions told to turn pact into progress. All of the stories and more there now the Aoko newspaper this morning. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we will discuss a range of issues this morning. We'll start with the first story where gets to do with European Union and Freetown City Council, where they officially launch the Strengthening Urban Governance and Effective Service Delivery and Local Economic Development SURGE project, we aim for improved local governance service delivery and economic opportunity na the capital of Freetown. And according to reports, the initiative value over 500,000 euro provided by the European Union and a contribution from the Freetown City Council. The same major component of this project now the reconstruction of the historic Kinjimi Market na Freetown Central Business District. And they say the redevelopment expects to provide safer, cleaner, and more organized trading environment, and also expand livelihood opportunity for traders, more so women and young people. And according to the mayor of Freetown during the launch, our worship Yvonne Akisoya, he said the market construction, it described the occasion as important milestone in the council efforts for transform public trading, space them, and also support local economic development. This and more, the mayor make mention of during the launch of this particular project. And then say this project as well will support the Freetown City Council for strengthening the institutional capacity and also improve the delivery of essential services to residents of Freetown. As I make mention, the Kinjimi Market rehabilitation are just the major components of the project, but the project gets other components them as way for, transform the city and as well elevate the lives of women and young people, especially the one that were into business, now the Kinjimi Market. I'll start with Sundu on this particular money and funding from the European Union for such a project.
Yeah, I think we see the, the launch. Once we Kashmir, now the Kinjimi Market, for quite too long. Then these are the pass by Kuto Road markets. I think say that market, I see the inscription, is it from 1840 something? Yeah. We up to now the markets, even though they say people are not sit down at the markets. But one of the things where maybe they say why governments not improve on their structures and they widen them, give facility to most of the things we will accommodate them people where they sit down outside. Because for me, the Kinjimi Market, we don't really boku talk over them. People they go there for boku thing where, in those days. But now it's just too dilapidated in the form. I think so under Pakaba in Tem, we then do some innovations for accommodate people. But you don't even know about some person say about Kinjimi market. Where you go down there, they see stuff like the thing down, I don't want to describe it. So for me, now allow the one, allow begin improve on them, all structures them, give them the, the face where, the modern days require. I think say, now in a city elevation, now in a city improvement, when you talk about infrastructural development, we need another city. If you look at it, Freetown, we put talks in a Virgin, now don't see skyscraper them. But come on the bill now, you see say, they build, skyscrapers. But still we get within the city where we say we get more job or need to do more. In the area of rehabilitation, Mario, now they see Freetown, where you go, we get fine structures, but they need paint. Look at that old PZ building, na PZ. The beautification of Freetown. So, in fact, I see like what's in the mayor they do, even the footpaths, outside the pedestres they pass. I don't see Freetown City don't begin to most of the impact in there because are they within the CBD. So for me, I think say we get for commend the European Union where now we partners them for give that kind of money there for Freetown CCFB boost. I think we own contribution towards that in 25,000 euro. And if they utilize the money well, I believe say it will lift up that particular area.
That's now one problem or issue where we don't face as a nation for quite a long time. Like people giving resources, the money to some certain set of projects or kind of projects them, and at the end of the day, you not go see much what then they do regarding the project, and all of a sudden you say then do half of the project and the balance money for the project, you nothing but take for instance the renovation of councils, where also the part of this project where they say that they support about 7 local councils for renovate and rehabilitate them. But after the rehabilitation or renovation, waiting next for the people who they occupy those places. I see a colleague post on social media on Facebook yesterday about one councillor, and I will call his name, and the status of the council outside toilet and the whole building. And we ask questions and say they not renovate them again. After they renovate them, the people will be give them money. And he was like, if the people are not giving money, we're not getting our home source revenue, we're not going to maintain this structure and all of this. So in a nutshell, Sierra Leoneans as well, where they occupy some offices or institutions or structure them, not get the habit of renovating or rehabilitating. You talk about the PZ building. For paint that building, they for renovate them, no will take that much. I don't know what the people that we own the building, they wait for.
I think, say, Marion, you don't hit on all the points. It cuts across government institutions. If you go to a certain government institution, Marion, for you use the rest room, you will be ashamed. People don't maintenance government institutions. Now, when you go to private institutions, you see the difference. Because you go see restroom, you meet all things there. In fact, the condition will allow you for let you misuse them. But outside Salomande, where they say na government money, and what you talk to, most of them cancel. I can remember from the time we under the late Pakabawi and Bilen, districts cancels them. We governments, say under defeat, them money and they become for do them structure and they. But after that is the case. They collect revenue for themselves. You're right. They are collecting monies. They get dues. Where would they say then? How they call them? Jokes people they say dues, market dues. They get other dues than where they collect, like the city council, responsible for all shops in Freetown. Most of them councils, then they within the city. You go Makeni City, what tell me say shops and all day now within Makeni City. You go na Bo City Council, what tell me say big shops and all day where they pay licenses. And even all the one that we get market, they pay market dues. What are they doing with this money? Because go see pass you wait for European Union. Yeah, one for thank them. Now, what's the European Union say they do now? Like what you say for Aleyu Fair. Now, for example, if they give money for bridge chef, they must make sure see that particular project for be done and for be accomplished. That's why you're now seeing government, if they say it's your obligation, like we city council don't for pay 25,000, so God, you give that your own contributions. Because now when you put the money, they say put your mouth where your money is. I think say let me say as Sierra Leoneans, journalists. I recall one of our sister program. We go to U building. We see U building. I don't want to tell you that. Now we pull a kind of thing out for the U building. The whole government institutions, who say all offices there. If you go to that place, if you don't turn like one dilapidated side, but we'll put them out. Now that's a fee. Say we the people are responsible for, disseminate messages. We're not journalists, civil society for act and put pressure on government. I think so. Need for put we foot down and make sure say them money we people they give. Let we see the benefits and let we see it become beautified.
Okay, yeah, Toby, what do you think about all of this?
One, I just reflect my mind back to how much stories then tell we about King Jimmy. One of the renowned songs where you can get, where they play, you can understand the full story about how King Jimmy been Talig. And one thing where I still hold back as strong memory of that place there, now that they get specific days where nobody do business there, from time immemorial. So it means say, people know the significance and importance of these places. But for keep them up to its best practice or to its best state I've been there, that is something where I feel say we all as Sierra Leoneans not learn from yet. Yesterday I watched news, Germany opened a stadium where they don't reserve for 100 years. Marion, just like when they make the stadium, not so a day. Do you know why? These people, they expect rehabilitation. They expect, say, we get for use this property back. We need for keep them to we own. Salomon, we all get this problem, say, this is about government. But you know what they feel for realize? Government is not a name of an individual. Government, for we will go the West African Methodist College School and teach we say, now you not government, now me not government, and now we all not government. King Jimmy for be an historic place for let we see people come overseas for come and see King Jimmy. But Marion, when you run down the first step, Kush addict don't take over King Jimmy. Many people don't want for talk this. Prostitutions, they don't take over these places. And sadly, there are people who don't even need for the ask people about taxis. Now that the city collect money in King Jimmy. For any boats where they come, people and just to do money making at King Jimmy. Who's them funds then they go. I don't feel say the council gets much might to the state where King Jimmy been there. Do you know why the council put more premium emphasis now? Now because European Union don't come with huge finance for can transform King Jimmy and then one for be part of the transformation. They are just giving less than 0.1% because we give 25,000 euro for something that costs up to 500,000 euro. So you like they give 0. something percent. In fact, I doubt we even reach 0.1% to the council they give. But for say the council no know say King Jimmy don't go in a dilapidating state for God knows how long.
They know.
And
they know.
And
the mayor make mention of that.
And
they're part of in Transform Freetown initiative. So it just they use this opportunity for make the money.
Marion, I will
be part of the project.
I would love to challenge the mayor.
Okay.
That this mayor that I know where gets a huge political ambition. If the European Union not being caught with this huge money, King Jimmy for on the states where they so to 2028 elections.
So you're saying in as much as they part of in Transform Freetown initiative,
exactly,
they're not going to be able to execute the project.
Exactly.
Why? Why is that?
Because this is a mayor who will do second time in governance as the mayor of Freetown. How much effort they not make for say, okay, they made safe structures for us within a council. Sorry, within a King Jimmy, let we change our force.
But you know, mostly where the mayor can make mention of resources, not having enough resources for initiate program.
Apart from the market woman them first with the sell like King Jimmy, even you where they go for go buy like King Jimmy, you they buy tickets. You where they go for go buy. Yes, so left the market woman them first having not first like Congo markets not get that system, but King Jimmy one of the markets we get some. You where they go buy like King Jimmy, you they buy tickets.
So Uda.
So cancel.
They buy tickets to cancel.
You get people you get people where they sign up like the step where they buy ticket for going inside King Jimmy. I don't buy ticket for going inside King Jimmy. The turn away I be work for somebody we get to get store and another they buy fall.
So the ticket now for waiting.
Now, part of the revenue collections.
You see, Marion. You see, Marion.
My point he brings.
So I'm just doing my job asking that question. So you know, mean say I don't know exactly what's in the apple. So I just have to ask question because not
for the public to understand.
Exactly. You get all the right for ask the question. Then what's in the talk is evidential based. Me don't pay for good on Kinjimi. Me don't pay for good on Kinjimi.
Okay.
So this brings me back to the conversation. Say we for left a system as a country for 100% rely on donor-driven projects. For say, if they're not sorry for we're not able to make karma. Kinjimi, one of the historical monument areas, but I don't want to see them as a market itself. I describe them as a monument areas. Me, where we mama them, they talk to we say, we go for go buy markets na Kinjimi. But right now, Marion, the ideology of people are for going at Dove Court because then Seseno say Kinjimi not get the value we use forget.
Is it about the value or the space? Because you look at Dove Court bigger than Kinjimi.
The space is one. Dove Court be always bigger than Kinjimi. But the value of products or goods we get na Kinjimi at first hand. Now both then they come with time. The moment they offload, you buy straight. Fresh one. But now, Kinjimi is not the same. People don't prefer say, I go na Susan's Bay. I go wait for the boat to come before the boat to come at Kinjimi. Now the boats they prefer for go first now then Susan's Bay for go offload. The other base them people and buy then can't go na Kinjimi. And again, let me talk about majority of the people they sell like Kinjimi. Majority na can they come boats can go back. When you structure this place, then go benefit or not. Because Solomon will get one ideology where something does we not want time. The moment where he fine, the moment where he clean. We will see high level of people who will get interest for business like Kinjimi. I want to see a lot of good monument areas, and Kinjimi is one. The music of Kinjimi, when they sing for Kinjimi, you know the old. It's like not today they sing them for any time when you play.
Not the music.
People, Kinjimi, Bonga fish, people they reflect their mind. It's kind of go sit down and say I'm for charm good fish. I go na Kinjimi, but now you know they get them. This is another one again. We know they talk about Natambakula and Aberdeen. These names are dying out, and these are names, these are monument areas we should protect for generations yet unborn. For no say now Yasumi great grandpa can buy fish for any time you mama or papa take you there. You forget the reflection say these are all monument areas. The council need for step up the ideology. When the council goes, I'll tell you, Marion, the two people they serve the council, the ambition for the council in the last 3 years cannot be compared to the sphere we don't left for going to elections.
Okay, well, we'll move away from that and take another topic. Usai, the Center for Accountability and Rule of Law, in CAL for short, don't raise alarm over the correctional service transport crisis because of fuel shortage. And according to them, then say the Sierra Leone Correctional Service don't be prevented from transporting inmates them to court from August 17 to August 19 this year. And according to the center, then say they want that the 3-day operational disruption threaten prisoner and constitutional right to fair and timely trial, cautioning that logistic failure risk prolonging detention and they undermine trust in the judicial system. The organization highlights broader systemic issue. Them also then point to allegation that the Salone government don't fail for disbursed allocation or allocated operational fund to the correctional service since early 2026, and they say this prolonged financial deficit don't severely constrain the agency essential logistic and administrative capacity. They urge immediate intervention. Also, then call on state authority therefore resolve the fuel crisis, release necessary funding, and investigate the administrative bottleneck where they affect inmate transport, and also prevent further delay in court proceedings. This and more, Carl make mention of where they talk about this particular issue of, the correctional service not having fuel for transport inmates to court on the 17th and the 19th of August this year. Sundu.
Now we talk about human rights. Now we talk about, why I don't really take me pain that I look at the various section where they talk about with freedom of, the rights we give the value of human being. We me always I can talk about constitution. Really, if we don't allow ourselves to do this constitution all over. For some of them, they take somebody to court for negligences. How on earth somebody when are inmates now they call and say they are not prisoners, they are in the correctional centers, for them to go and rehabilitate themselves into whatever crime they may have committed, for the government to take ownership to rehabilitate those citizens. But their rights must be respected. If vehicle not available for cargo then inmates and go answer to the courts, then on the detain and they, if somebody not supposed to, they now last that they in for give judgments, or that they in for acquit them and discharge them, or not acquit them. The punishment for that individual. So to me, I believe so with colleagues that don't do well, call on acts very good thing, we are sit down there, it not go down well with me self. You can don't tell who don't come up on this kind of thing. Why this for the show face again? It means that, the new management for really know what's in the pan.
Is not new management?
Because our new appointees and then put there. You understand?
This gets for do the appointees because Carl make mention say now the allocation where government supposed to give to the correctional service not available. We don't cause this.
Yes, so let we say you the head of correctional center. They see most of the ministries, departments, and agencies, and this issue now where they talk about lobbying to finance. This is not the issue back. Even the institutions and the money we don't forget. Lobbying to finance, you get for go lobby. Go there, everybody 10%. Ministries department for letting give una money. You get for go to that ministry, the worker money no day, this and that. But these are essential areas. Let we prioritize issues. Now that's what I mean.
Okay.
If una get minister when I superintendent minister, for example, I will use the Minister of Internal Affairs when I the superintendent correctional center. Why don't they do the needful for make sure say that particular allocations being done on time? What's of you because you downstairs and say they feed people in a correctional center?
Because they don't get allocations.
Because they don't get allocations. Nowadays we are but Zainab in sick. The correctional center they tell we say not get expertise in. Now we say okay they will not have expertise in all other sicknesses, but they should able to provide the basic. Like fuel, vehicle, for take, the inmates them, let them go answer to them call. That is the point we are making. So for me, Carl has done a very good job, and we hope the government or the authorities that we concern, if now, well, I know how for say we invite, but they but inside, why then hold on to that? Prison,
why?
Well, prison, a lot of things they happen there. Now this country they see prison, we get prisoners where some of who don't talk say, well, it's not going to be violation of human rights. But if they don't do the new criminal procedure act, where they tell you say certain cases and the people don't go court. Why not make this farm outside prison and then go do the town, train them, put tractor, do every kind of thing, and they do the same thing for them. Let them produce their own rice. Let them produce their own, thing they waiting for. It's all they under supply, all under government contracts. They will tell you say this no can. Go they let you again.
Okay.
So waiting call on act, nothing way I think say anti-corruption need for step in. Or the human rights we call because we didn't have the human rights.
Corruption issue.
Well, for me,
the government not disburse the
no. Let we know. Let we know if not then they do on the hand gain, or let we know if not the allocation.
Or they actually disburse
the money,
or the fuel be actually there and people are using them for their own
selfish gain. That is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Then with the human rights, I'm inviting the Human Rights Commission because we are under the Human Rights Commission. Let them move. Because this is not human rights violations.
And one of and some of those things soon do before Toby come in. One go say it is the duty of the Human Rights Commission for they always check for know exactly waiting they go on in terms of the welfare of inmates them. But now it's a CSO organization coming out telling the public that this is what has been going on. And the Human Rights Commission, I'm not feeling like them preview to the issue for make them either put out a statement calling the authorities were concerned, to attention as well for resolve the issue.
I want to say the Human Rights Commission, well, this we all the support. For us, Carl and other organizations, we're all under the human rights.
I know.
Like, for example, Western area, I'm part of the body. I would say what Carl has done is for the human rights to, wake up and do the needful.
So then the need for the sleep?
No, they don't need for sleep. Let's be very honest. In this case, I think they need for wake up and do more. Yeah. Because now attention. And we all integral into the same thing. So we don't call the attention now, say, this is what is going on in the correctional center. And really, for me, not punishment for the inmates and it's not good for them.
Yes, Toby.
For me, I won't forget Hornet's conversation I think there are more deeper issues than just field crisis.
Yeah, we discussed most of the deeper issues. I think a few days ago.
I think they are more significant.
We get for do the welfare of inmates. We discussed some then days, and it's I was in a coincidence also where the correctional service issues just they come now a desk for discussion since last week, Toby.
Well, might not go into that direction again because it is clear enough for people understand that, then just put them on field. For me, I think even to the vehicle within the use for transport this inmates for go attend court, some of the conditions of them vehicles then you might ask yourself a question, say, they don't want to come out plainly and talk and perhaps maybe they get mechanical problems. Because now, let me just put them into broader perspective. If you don't attend court, it's a violation of my right. But now this inmates not attend court, not based on him will. It is not based on the institution own lapses make attend court. For say the inmates go get double punishment, what consideration where this correctional service don't do say for let the court know say this inmate not get any responsibility when they not attend court. Then say we not for call them prisoner. For me, I think they are still being treated as prisoners. I don't feel say they've been taken to this place for really go change them and transform them to proper humans. For me, I think the female correctional service, I want to say thumbs up to them. I've been there a couple of times during under this Madam Archer Johansson program we get with FIFA and them. When you go see the woman in there, it is well organized. They are doing great, and then they learn trade. They are learning skills. Because I don't ever see a male inmate come out and then tell me say, now this thing this person mean they do. But the woman when they come out, they even bring sample of them works them what they not been done they do inside there. So it means they've been transformed to better human. Marion, most of these lapses where they get, not so the female correctional service, this delay come out so they not go court to, not the male. Now the male side, these lapses come out. Thank you very much. And I talked to somebody who teach criminal justice. The person say, you're not even correct for let's German and in our prisons. You're not even correct for us. That place is not meant for military officers. What make would they pay prison officers? This is not a responsibility. It's not for day under. Not so German, not for day. Not so German by waiting the person say. And you know why we jail stand the floor or we jail stand the floor? There are some cases when no warrant. Somebody for go jail for that.
Offenses.
Yes,
we discussed that.
But majority of some of these cases, I wouldn't want to say majority, but some of these cases of people who currently they serve now minor cases where they could even receive fines. And then they release them on bail for that. But Marion, and the honest truth now that we need for step up in correctional service, particularly in the male sector. There are little or nothing for right home about. When the new is it DGR for column or the new director cam? Well, I use the word director cam. You see, there has to be priority and there should be preference. Within it can prioritize, it is something where in predecessors for we don't prioritize.
Then I'm waiting.
When in come, I can find out, say, even to the provinces, the states of the condition of the correctional service or the correctional centers, they're not in good state. And anybody want to fight that cause, one, it is expensive. Two, you don't go on for just start and left. So it go into that direction. That's why some lapses will happen in this, especially in a free tongue. I wouldn't want to put 100% blame on them. But within a country where certain people no one for stand for accountability. For me, I feel like the correctional service, particularly what we somebody to call on Panemba Road, there are more deeper stories than to this. Even the welfare of the inmates.
And there was a time where IGR do another survey talking about the amount of cup of rice where
they deny that.
One inmate they
deny that.
Then they feed one inmate per day.
And they are taking money for that.
Then deny that.
They are taking money for that. What are they doing with the money? They take money for cassava leaf. They take money for potato leaf. All the others in them.
I know for call names, but I go call one person name. I'm not a supporter. I'm not a spokesperson. I'm not a fan of Jagaban. Okay. I'm not a fan of him. I'm not a supporter of Jagaban. Let's just put the disclaimer. But he's an individual where they feed inmates them across the country, not even Freetown, across the country. You ever see the correctional service make any reports about Jagaban? They know they do them. But these are things you for come and tell the public. Say we get individuals where they feed cells, jails them in this country. And for me, the correctional service is doing less or nothing, especially for fear, for Kego person. What about that tender person then for free? You don't make it, don't spend 1 day back or more. 4 days, they not go court. And these judges will not sit and wait for them all.
Okay.
They don't go sit down and wait for the Marion. So for me, there should be more accountability than just for Lennox just keep quiet and say fear make them not take inmates into court when there are still more bigger issues within the service.
Okay, we will pick calls now inside the show. 079-994-993 and the number for call and make your contribution regarding the topic them we don't discuss so far inside the second segment of the show. 079-994-993. All right, so okay, we get to first caller on the phone. Good morning, your name outside the call from. Hello?
Yeah, good morning. This is Bakar from
Bakar, go ahead.
I want to tell the studio guests and the discussion about the people already achieved and the people already achieved. They really deprived. If you go to that place, they believe to inside the territory, not like I'm not about to do this. And then people like when they talk about correction and people ready for being aside when you come out it will be correct for you. Then the things when they land there for produce, when they produce to sell out to the people them, when they keep account for them small.
Okay.
But waiting the people that go beyond that, now that thing, then we come again, this mayor when we get through. And they tell you this is one of the best mayor of the weekend. And really the supply is the angle at which we go at them. This mayor, he don't try extremely. He don't do well in terms of your mayorship. Let God continue for guidance and protection. Thank you.
Thank you. 079-994-993. Call and make your contribution inside the show regarding the topic them we don't discuss so far inside the second segment. Hello, your name outside the call from.
Hello.
Yes, your name outside the call from.
Hello.
Your name and who you the call from?
Pamusa the call Adwasa.
Pamusa, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. What I want to talk about city council, like how this your scholar, your talk. The mayor don't try, don't do your level best. But more they for do concerning the dirty, concerning the gutter, concerning people and the sweep now, treats now, then table them, send inside the gutter. Then when you check, what you observe, when big rain come, you see dirty they float from the gutter. Think about the water pipe them. Not reach not in the city where they walk away, not they meet water pipe, them flop inside water. So that's all they give the cause where dirty they put dirty when rain come, the dirty they float it come na the street side. So that all contributes. So that's it that they all they fit for let them pull the water pipe na the gutter, transfer other side. So that the gutter left for the water, where water dirty they come with water, like it go na the big quarter.
Okay.
So what I observe na that. Two, anyway, problem day. Can you know that they talk about so? If we will not very be careful, tomorrow, one money man in the just commodity go buy the bills, they will get for sit down day.
Okay,
and let not to we regime. Billahi, this they be. Think about who said them in the trade or tea, they like today now houses then they day.
Okay, thank you. Comment now with Facebook page from Samuel Samura say this guy, that's one of the studio guests, is passing wrong information in the media, telling people that you have to pay for you to be in Kinjimi market. He said presently the mayor is about to fix up or transforming market at the anyways, and that now waiting. Samuel, the same our Facebook page. More pick another call. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning, Epic Radio.
Yes, your name outside the call from. Your name outside the call from, please. Hello. 079994993. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, your name outside the call from.
Suleiman,
Suleiman, go ahead.
I don't think safe for blame the mayor. The big power way for blame for Dotina Sierra Leone, now the government, the body part and the one way. All the laws then they for make Sierra Leone clean. But I think I don't say things. They know the implementer. Because the individual, where they do the dirty, nine get their name there. Like me, so if I eat in the street, I know wherever it's something in the street where I eat. I don't get for care and go and bring on the news. So Sierra Leone, I think the politicians, the way they come for do for make them do what they're supposed to do, they know to do. And the city, we get certain area, they won't blame. The politicians now you for blame, now they will for blame because they know they do their work. Big money, now then they earn 1 month to done and beaucoup privileges. But believe me, they know they do their work. All the talk they want, they talk so. All things them people then they will rest some responsible for them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put the banner among them, give it good city.
Thank you.
For me, Sierra Leone go before.
Thank you, Suleiman. We did pick 3 more calls and wrap up the show. 079-994-993. Hello, your name outside the call from.
Yeah, good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Yeah, Mr. Ibrahim, they talk.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I got an issue where I want for level for number one for level I would extend the time because some people then they win conversation. Epic Radio, lots of things away put the day of food and so I want level I find way we are level I would have time for with that number one. Number two, talking about the city, like who the parent talk, all this constitution business with the defense pass for me are not seeing it makes sense. Then for don't lay constitution aside, let them put law there how for work. My sister it what model for go parliament. No sign no day at the city, we say FIBA like city. Where they do the way to don't Martina gallop them. Problem that the dirty no get for done salute because I know it for to read dirty than one. Number two, the gutter they know deep. Then for don't put things in place like this constitution, that constitution, and then for don't put them.
Okay.
For make city, let them make the city, let them give street lights, let them cover the gutter there.
Thank you.
Down to the sea.
Okay.
So when they come, they pass under and go na the sea.
Okay, thank you. More pick just one more call and wrap up the show. 079-994-993. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Marion Precious George, concerned city in Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
Marion, talking about the mayor, I worship the mayor, he won Akisoya. Let me just say thumbs up to the mayor. She's doing pretty well. We can say if only Sierra then can change the attitude, then the central government can only accommodate them for work with them. If it go get a better face than waiting in this. The mayor, they go a clean year. As he turning back, Within space of no time, we come back, they come meet a bag of roti and come. Everything in this country, my own, has been politicized. Then 2 years, if we know the talk, Sierra Leone, we not prepare for mix Sierra Leone better. Everything has been politicized. If only people can change their attitude and the politicians themselves allow the central government for collaborate with the local government work. But where the central government and the local government are pushing and all, they not meet. Because everything has been politicized.
Thank you.
Away from that, Kinjimi Market was established in 1809. Both and they came from Bulom on, I think, Tuesday, Thursday, and on Saturday. Market where you buy something at Dove Court, something 5,000, you get them Kinjimi like 2,000.
Thank you.
So, I mean, that's in the essence of Kinjimi. I guess me concerned, my own thank.
Yeah, thank you. Well, we'll not be picking any more calls inside the show. They wrap up the show. I will start with Sundu. So we're wrapping up.
Yes, kudos to all of the callers. But waiting me really catch Naya. Now, when we talk about this constitution, we really let we get the opportunity for make the citizen they get rights. When the book of itself, when the ground non will cater for we all. But this not the country where they say, politics, as the last caller don't say, politics override everything. Me, if no more Salomon and King Ri, like we then two parties and this or that, let we all sit down. If not forget referendum. For let we get this constitution right. Let we put election aside. Let we get this constitution right for the good and betterment of Sierra Leone.
What do you mean by putting the election aside?
I will tell you, and this the one say let Sierra Leone people and begin know. If we don't begin get the back and forth of the constitution of Sierra Leone, and I can recall at the area people they talk about, the PRO they talk about say either or elections getting it. If push camp and shop, if we all say like me now they say Lord do the entire constitution. If we still do the entire constitution, we're not gonna forget election 2028 because we get forget referendum. We get forget time for so but put it away for me. So we get forgive we self.
So because of the constitution for put
oh yes, because in fact
is it a do or die affair that the constitution for ready before election?
Because the constitution na in the ground norm. Na in they cover every facet
but
so that anybody will go candidate now.
Review, Sundu. So why not so the old constitution then they review? So why put
I'm saying
put aside the election
for now when they talk about the just the small sects where they talk about amending where they deal with the constitution and provisions if we go Supreme Court. Who stand on the Supreme Court and Supreme Court sit down a come out. But what they say? For now we do over all of this constitution. Let we just avoid the segment of we amend the election side, we left this other side. Let we deal with constitution now we go cater for salon person. Where we write go there inside. Where we side people that go talk so want do this. We take them to the highest body where the rights go there.
So now that's exactly you want.
Me now that's me.
So you don't want to make election happen 2020.
I say if you ask me for one of the things, because even the ground normal they talk about, it don't become contradicted.
So you're towing the same line of Moses Mambu.
I'm not saying
that
when I make yesterday when I began this topic, I talk say it's the president and the electoral commission. Now then they sit down with consultation for lay election happen.
Okay.
Anything can happen. Let's say disease, for example, or constitutional breach, they call depend this kind of thing. We can say, okay, let we sit down the constitution. Say, okay, let we do this, let we do this. Now the constitution. Not so long, now people can politicize issues. But anything we can pass Salome be me. If Salome agree, let we tie with Oja, let we left this waiting, let we do this book once and for all. Now we make we get certain privileges for all the leaders they accountable. Like cancel the mayor.
Okay.
The mayor, any own pathway they do, where people say the central government. Government is segmented. Now make we call a local governance structure. Where don't they let all man do your own part? As we say, not that she's not work, but let them do more. They collect extra money. They collect extra taxes. They collect extra licensing. And Freetown a big area. They're not going to just say them depend on other person money for them can develop Freetown.
Okay.
But let we do, we say, the last caller we call about Dotty, let they don't begin to talk about segmenting Freetown for Dotty. Let them make sure they register each and every house na this town here. So that we go for pay for Dotty. People don't want for pay for Dotty. Then get access to the hills.
Okay. Thank you, Sundu. Toby.
I want to say thank you to our callers and to our listeners for their own contribution in the program this morning. But I just want for quickly throw light on within my big brother to talk about the Constitution. The Constitution, for me, in my own personal opinion, for first favor the people and any other political party. But how this Constitution amendments they go now, it is more of politically driven than what exactly the people for benefit. And if this Constitution amendment purposely and say it should be called the People's Constitution, then, and I think there should be consideration about certain laws or bill or amendment to the one for make into the Constitution. Away from that, we come to the King Jimmy. I'm still putting more on the council. I want to see project.
Somebody say the information we give that people they pay for Gona King Jimmy say is not so true.
It's unfortunate, perhaps, he not pay it.
He say, I will go, you know me, the inside the studio where I read a comment, he say,
yes.
He said, this guy is passing wrong information in the media telling people that you have to pay for you to be in Kinjimi market. He said, presently, the mayor is about to fix up and transform the market.
Presently. Presently. I'm not, perhaps, maybe he's a fan of the mayor, perhaps she likes or he likes the mayor. In this case, I'm not, I'll talk about the local people who don't feel this. If Nami one don't pay, I believe me big brother Sunu for don't say no, me I don't want to pay it. And the other people, not even one term I don't pay. Before we officially locate now, so they live now Wellington Street. We visit this place more than every term now. You want for denying back say Kushman and all the down na Kinjimi. You want for denying say
drug addicts,
we don't get hallots there. We don't use the place as a home. You want for denying the fact. Saying with the past wrong information, I want to challenge this person like come with an evidence base. Me to tell and say, me, Mohammed Tubi Sidonayaso, I don't pay for tickets for enter inside Kinjimi market. If now he's saying presently or she's saying presently, why now? This is a mayor who don't do in President Bion and in Canapa the same time. In President Bion and in Canapa the same time, and I don't do the same year. Why presently? Why now? And even to the president way they say, now just 25,000 euro the council legi. So let's say if you not been come with 400,000 euro for can do this project, can Jimmy go make? Okay. Let we left for put individual or party interest above national interest. Be more of a patriotic. Go read back the national anthem. I put her interest above all else. So help me God. The hottest place in hell is kept or reserved for those who keep quiet when there is a moral crisis.
Okay, thank you, Mohamed Tobi Kagbo and Solomon Sundu for joining the show this morning. Thanks to everybody who make the show possible. DJ Allen give you technical support inside the studio. Abubakar Bendu and Soyisi Semikuna So live on Facebook and YouTube. The producers of the show are Fatma Talebi and Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya, executive producer Teresa Thomas. Until tomorrow, we'll go join you again for the final edition of the Epic Morning Show for the week. Marion Precious George said, do have a beautiful day and tata.